60 seconds. Hi, this is Hedge45 from England. I know I'm way too old for this shit, but I love the show, so... I wrote a song about Noobtoob, and you can watch it on YouTube. Tobin and Yuzo put together a really big show. It's called Noobtoob. It's the best thing about YouTube. They can tell you what games to buy, what to avoid, and what to just try. It's Noobtoob. I guess you know it's called Noobtoob. So tie a chainsaw to a stick. Check out the show cause it's pretty damn sick. And you can be who you want to be when you join the community that is Noobtoob. Yes, you know it's called Noobtoob. Yow.
Today is Monday, September 22nd. This is episode 111 of Noobtoob, a weekly independent podcast where we've been really getting into Rock Band 2, and the unlockables are fucking awesome. I just unlocked a sweet-ass Gibson guitar, dude.
Oh, dude, that is nothing. I got 1 million fans. I unlocked a groupie with Civilis.
Ooh. I just 5-star Dream On, and I unlocked a heroin addiction.
Oh, that's a tough one to get, dude. But check this out. I beat Drain You by Nirvana, and I had to marry Courtney Love.
I thought you already had a groupie with syphilis.
Oh, snap! I'm Tobin
and I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are covering a bunch of games. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, The Fractured Demo, Rock Band 2, Red Alert 3 Beta, and Burnout Paradise Unlockable Bikes.
And our new releases list is whack-tarded, son. So there's Wario Land Shake It, The Blob, Lego Batman, Wipeout HD, Civ 4, and a bunch of other shit we don't even have time to slay.
Would you say we have a plethora of games?
A what?
A plethora.
Yes, I would say that we have a plethora of games.
As always, we'll have site news, community news, and culture section. But let's get started with our featured game, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. You're not my father.
Can you get a whiskey saber?
I would like a whiskey saber.
like instead of whiskey dick, you're just like getting all drunk and you're just like boo!
Can you imagine a lightsaber that's a little floppy? It'd be like a whip almost.
That's actually kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
So Star Wars Force Unleashed.
Before we get there, though, that video that we just played, dude.
How cool is that?
That is amazing.
That's like the highest quality video music. This guy's like a professional.
Yeah, like you look on his his MySpace page, go check it out. Yeah. It's Hedge45. He did it. It's Peter Ord. He has a bunch of other music similar style, but he does this stuff.
His MySpace page is like myspace.com/Peter Ord, right? O-R-D.
P-E-T-E-R-O-R-D. Go check it out.
That guy's awesome. So thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate it, and
it's really awesome.
It's like the Beatles sung us a song.
Yeah, Beatles and like a surf band got together and said
the Red Elvises. So
is that a new Red Elvis shirt?
No, it's old.
Okay, same one again. It's very bright.
Same one I've been wearing since episode 1.
Yes, my compliments to the
not falling apart. My trick is I don't wash my clothes.
Is that how it works?
They never fade.
Oh, but that explains the
the stank.
But yeah, no thanks. I mean, that is really an awesome song.
Yes, very
Check
cool.
It out. First game is Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. You played this more than I did. Actually.
I played quite a bit. I actually played it on the PS3.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Does it use the actual?
No, thank God, no. It's not like.
How awesome would that be? You like hold down a button, you lift up a big ass box, and then you like go. Huh.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of good, right?
I just want to do the gesture. But so I played on the PS3. I do have to mention real quick off the top that it froze on me twice, which made me really angry.
Oh, but did it keep? Because
it didn't keep me from. So I was about to quit. Like I played for a little bit, it froze, and then I played for a little bit, it froze. And I twittered. I'm like, I'm about to fucking quit this shit. It's freezing all the time, and then from then on, it never quit again. So I think it heard me.
Oh, okay, good.
It was like, bitch, I will fucking come in there and just, stab you.
Is your PS3 following you on Twitter?
The PS3's like, oh fuck. I didn't realize. I can't treat that guy like a bitch.
No. So it was a little unstable, but it actually got better.
Yeah.
So how's the game? What? It looks so awesome, dude. You
I'm
get to like throw.
I'm so conflicted. I'm so back and forth because this game is a whole bunch of awesome and a whole bunch of not awesome,
So a
like
bunch
together.
of shit and awesome together.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of awesome that's not put together in a particularly compelling way.
Ooh. Okay.
It's really interesting. So it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
all right,
It's
all right.
gorgeous. It's really good looking.
Looks really good, yeah.
The level design is kind of interesting. It's varied. It doesn't like you go in corridors and then you're outside and then you're underground and then you're in a trash pit.
Good
and you're
engine.
yeah, really good engine.
Are you in the trash pit like of the Episode 4 trash pit?
No, I wish.
Okay,
It'd
because
be
I'm wondering, like little tentacles coming out.
What a magical smell you've discovered. But yeah, it's not like that. It's just like this huge pile of garbage, and then like a monster assembles himself out of it, and he's coming at you and shit. But like, all the force powers work pretty well.
Yeah. But, I mean, you can like, because remember our big complaint was that we like were like, oh man, I hope it like you can actually level them up.
You
they
can.
don't start out. Okay, so that progression feels good.
And they did actually one up from what I thought they would do. So they first I thought that they would just kind of like level up, like your choke gets better, your lightning gets better, this gets better. So you start out without a lot of those. You don't have them at all.
Okay.
And then it's not just that those chokes get better, but you actually unlock attack moves. You unlock like hitting somebody, and then you can like electrocute them when they're in the air, and then slam on the ground, and the force lightning goes out.
It's kind of like God of War, where you can
Yes,
get
it's
get
just like God of War, actually.
Surprise, okay.
But God of War is not a bad game to copy.
No, that's true. We actually we even said that I wish they would have copied the combat system of God of War because this one sucks.
Yeah. So, a lot of those pieces are really good, and then the things that we were kind of afraid of did happen. That the force powers get a little bit repetitive. But not as much as I thought. Like it's pretty enjoyable. The thing that really started to bug me was that you'd get to these difficult boss battles, which I don't mind. That's cool. It's a difficult boss battle, but you'd start like 10 minutes back of gameplay.
Oh, dude, I hate that.
Between that, it's not just 10 minutes of gameplay. It's 10 minutes of gameplay with unskippable cinematics in the middle, where it's just like it like pans over a whole room, and you can see you have to go from here to here, and you're like, oh, that's cool. And the next time you're like, okay. Oh, that's weird. I can't skip it. And then, like the fifth time, you're just like, "Motherfucker! I just want to fight that asshole again."
My wine. Well, you know what they're probably do? They're probably like loading the geometry of the boss, right? And they're like, "Well, it's a loading screen that you can actually watch."
Yeah,
or something.
I really over and over again playing this. I alternatively went back and forth to like, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
To I'm kind of bored and annoyed. Back to this is fun.
But how long do you play for it? Do you play for a while at least?
I've played it for a good bit, and I'm still playing, so I haven't quit yet. So I mean,
Wow.
it's
sounding like rental.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say it's a thumbs up rental.
Wow,
It is a thumbs up rental.
I thought it wouldn't have the depth to last even like 2 hours. For me, right?
Yeah.
For me, like I like the depth. I like to be able to see the progression.
Yeah.
I like to see all this stuff and actually use all my powers interestingly, but it still doesn't sound like they've really done that.
They kind of have. That's the thing, is it's just a little bit better than I expected in all these different arenas. The combat is a little bit more complex. The level design's a little bit better. The force power is a little bit less repetitive. So it's just I can't say it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
I can't say it's great, but it's better than I expected.
So it's like between mediocre and awesome.
Yes, it is right in the fucking middle of mediocre and awesome.
It kind of goes
It's
below
like,
mediocre occasionally. Kind of goes above awesome.
You're like that one, like ugly girl in the band of hot girls. Just like, well, you're still a successful band.
Yeah.
But
so like Wilson Phillips.
That's right. It's the fatty from Wilson Phillips is this game. That doesn't even make any sense.
No, it does, but I can understand because you're like, I like these songs, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't like looking at her.
Exactly.
But there's these other two right next to her.
I bought the album, but I still want to look at the cover.
Yeah, no, but you want to look at the two next to her.
Yes.
And occasionally you're like, wow, this is great.
You're like, oh, there's a fatty there again. What? Wait, that one's
Goes
hot.
to remind you about, okay.
Yeah.
That's a terrible
Star Wars: The
analogy.
Force Unleashed. It's like Wilson Phillips. What? So
That's
it's
a box quote right there. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a good rental. It's a good rental. I don't think it
$8
has.
rent. Yeah, okay.
I don't think it has any online, does it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't tried to see if there's any online. That could bring it up a little bit, maybe too.
But what would they do? Would it be like, okay, you are more powerful at the Force? I don't think it's like a co-op, or they would have announced that, right? I mean, somebody will tell us.
There was some good in that the old PC game where you had force powers. I forget what it was. The Star Wars game that came out back when I was in college. You could go and fight each other. There was like multiplayer
Jedi
versus.
Knight?
Maybe it was Jedi Knight.
I don't remember that many force powers per se.
But there was like
right?
you could do throw and you could like pick shit up and toss it around at people.
Okay, I don't know what game you're talking about.
I don't know either.
Something else, but
could have been dreaming it.
Yeah,
I was really drunk and I decided that this game existed.
You were actually playing Force Unleashed way
Yes.
earlier in your head. Yeah, I can understand that.
So, that I don't have that much to say about it. It's like if you like Star Wars, it looks good, it's fun.
How's the writing? How's the story? I mean,
it doesn't really matter. Like the voice
Really?
acting. Yeah, I mean the voice acting is good enough.
Because you were telling me the name, like his name's Starkiller or
Yeah,
something like that. And it's just
silly.
like it's got Lucas's handprints all over it, saying like bad writing,
It's
bad
true,
writing.
but the dialogue is actually like halfway modern. Like they actually kind of have a couple snippy bits at each other. It's a little bit sarcastic. It's not goofy and over the top. Like it's actually well
really
written.
like wooden and stilted.
Yeah, I mean, there's like some parts where it's just like they're like, well, we're going into this enemy base. It's guarded by blah blah blah, and she's like, I'm your new pilot, right? He's like, yeah, you've had, like you're the 7th pilot, and she's like, what? He's like, yeah, shut up,
So
bitch.
it's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
right?
so
Okay,
it's like it's just
good.
enough to, like I keep
Just
saying,
enough.
it's just enough to be not bad, but
Not bad. So it's
not
a
awesome.
rental, and if it
Yeah.
was like $20, you'd probably buy
yeah,
it or something.
exactly.
Like that. Okay,
So
fair enough. Fair enough. I think I may rent it now.
yeah. However, I am actually more excited about this other one.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next game is on the 360, I believe.
Fracture.
Fracture. We played the demo.
Yeah, it may be on PS3. I'm not sure.
It might be. But I know it's actually downloadable right now on the 360.
Yeah.
It's also by LucasArts.
Yeah.
And it's apparently all about raising levels and not.
Yeah, moving ground.
What
like
the hell did you find interesting about that?
I loved it.
What?
I absolutely loved it.
Wow. Okay, so explain why.
So
'Cause I'll explain why I don't.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So I can go first. I mean,
All right.
I really enjoyed the fact that it's an FPS where like you create your own cover system, where you're running and there's like enemies coming at you. You bring up a hill and like you can pop behind it. Like you're basically in control of the whole world. So I was
Not the
having
whole world, only where there's dirt.
only where there's dirt. That's
Right,
true.
so
But I mean,
there's
I was
that.
having a really good time like running around. You'd throw these grenades where like the ground would pop up under people and there'd be like a huge hill and they'd go flying everywhere. Like I thought it was actually pretty cool.
Really? Okay, so the way I looked at it is like I looked at it from the other perspective, like it was a first-person shooter with this interesting novelty, right? And when you look at the first-person shooter aspect, it really was just like all the other crappy first-person shooters out there, right? Everybody's a fucking space marine, a bald space marine.
Yeah.
He's got a scar. I guess that makes him a little different.
Yeah.
Although I think Too Human had a scar. I'm not sure. The writing was pretty bad. The first-person shooter mechanics, actually shooting at people, didn't feel right to me, right?
Really?
It just felt like, I'm shooting them. It's kind of, and like if you're going to be a first-person shooter, it's got to be really connected, right? It's got to make me feel like some of the other ones I've played. And then you tack on this other thing where you're like raising things, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's neat. You can't use it all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a metal corridor. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
But I mean, did you get like that fucking missile, like that rocket launcher at the end? Like the rocket launcher at the end, it like tunnels under people. And you can blow it up whenever you want. Like I thought the weapons were really well done.
Maybe that's the
felt really
Insomniac-ish of the game that really appeals to you because
could be.
right because there's platforming elements where you're actually going and raising it so you can get to other spots, and I'm like,
Well, but to me, it's an innovation in the FPS genre in that a lot of times you're running from cover to cover, and it's like, what if there's this world where you're actually having to do strategies where you're pulling the ground out from under people or putting up hills to protect your guys? Like you're doing almost like strategy FPS stuff where you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your people.
I can see where you're coming from, but I didn't see it in the demo. Like I see the potential of it if the actual game did all that stuff, and where it would be like, okay, I'm dying a lot, right? It's like, oh, it's because I'm not putting cover to protect me over here. I'm not protecting my guys here. Then that's a good game.
Yeah.
But since it's the actual thing itself, like the first half of it was a tutorial.
Right.
It's like to get over here, see this glowy
Raise this
spot,
shit,
raise
yeah.
it right there, and
Yeah.
then you get like 3 or 4 minutes of actually getting to use all this
So
stuff.
it's very
and I'm
short.
Like, it was
the
short.
demo is super, super short.
Yeah, so it almost convinced me just like I will rent it,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely not going to buy it at launch. Right? It's still not going to. It's not of that caliber of first-person shooter or of
I
anything.
thought it
else.
looked good, though. I mean, I thought it looked pretty nice. Like
Compared
all the
to,
ground
like-
effects and stuff were pretty
Compared to
good.
like Gears of War. I mean, right? It's a
Had
whole
more
other
colors than
class.
Gears of War.
Yeah, but there's a class of game, right?
Gears of War is easy because
Crisis.
it's black and white, right?
The next-gen filter does help. I will give you that.
Well, I mean, nothing's Gears, right? Like
No.
it's hard to kind of.
But once you see, or even Left 4 Dead looked
Left 4
better
Dead
than this
it
game,
did.
right?
It did.
All
Left
the
4 Dead
game,
looked
even
awesome.
Mirror's Edge looked better than this game.
See, I
It
think
was a
that this
little
looks better than
stark.
Mirror's Edge because
Okay.
Mirror's Edge is like could be on a Wii. You know
No,
what I mean? Like
okay.
it's just like all
you
flat
only saw that one
surfaces.
level. See, I saw
okay.
the underground level.
Okay, I haven't
it's
seen
a
that
little
shit,
different.
yeah.
But that's my thing. My call is I'm gonna rent it, but I'm definitely gonna buy it.
Okay, so you're not thumbs downing it, or are you
No,
thumb?
no.
Okay.
I mean, what's a demo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I'm still gonna rent it, I'm not gonna thumbs down it,
Okay.
right? If
Yeah.
if it made me say like I'm not gonna play this fucking game, then
Yeah.
I'm thumbs down it.
Right. So I actually am enthusiastic.
You're not
Like
gonna buy it,
I
are you?
genuinely enjoyed myself.
Enough to buy? Because that's a strong proposition.
I
That's
know.
getting their day of as opposed to waiting 5
I
days.
know
Right?
it's a rare game that I'll buy the day of. I don't think I would buy this.
What did you buy recently? That was a day of.
What
You didn't buy Rock Band Day of, although
No,
you bought it.
I bought it. I mean, like that's the thing is, I'm not going to rent Rock Band, right? Like I
Yeah,
bought,
exactly.
so
Well,
I mean,
I bought Rock Band Day of
Day
because
of.
that was
true.
key, right?
That's true.
Castle Crashers I bought Day of.
Yeah,
that was a bad
was
choice.
Not much. I mean, like to be truthful, I haven't bought that many things recently. Day of, which is like it has to be the fucking shit.
Yeah,
and I have
Fable
to know
2
that it's the
right?
shit.
Yeah, Fable 2.
I'll definitely
Easy.
do.
Fallout 3.
Fallout 3, I definitely will. I'll probably buy Wario Land Shake It right when it comes out.
I might actually.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
We'll
I mean, it
get
looked
to that.
really good.
It looked like it's right up our
PAX.
alley, right?
Yeah.
It's a platformer. It looks really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's not terrible, but I think it's like the same thing. It's like it's a little mediocre
for
me as a shooter.
Interesting.
You know, and I'll have
I'm
the same
thinking that the
complaints.
platformy part of it is going to make me really happy.
Yeah, let's see.
We'll see.
We'll
We'll see when it
We'll
comes
see.
out.
Okay, next up, it's a game I played. Did you?
I did not play this. Red Alert 3.
Shoot, I forget the name. I should have wrote down. This Ion Storm, I think it is 999.
Okay.
He's one of the people on the forums, and he had an extra beta key for Red Alert 3.
Oh, nice.
So he's like, "Do you want to try?" I'm like,
Fuck yeah, I want to
why
try.
not?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, I wasn't a big fan of the Command and Conquer series.
Yeah.
Like, I love the first one, but not the other one so much.
Right.
But Red Alert 2, I loved. I played the shit out of that game.
Okay. And
So
that was
I'm
a
like,
while ago, right?
That was a long time ago.
That was like 10 years ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I mean, as well, we'll try it. But the thing is, like, I was playing it, and it still kind of felt the same. You still have, you know, not spice fields, but you have fields where
Yeah.
you're doing things, and you're kind of doing that. But it's 3 different sides. You have the Japanese, the Rising Sun. So I
Yeah.
played those, obviously.
Of course.
Hello, George Takei is like the leader.
Is he really?
Dude,
You get to attend his wedding.
I don't know if he was actually
Did you know
playing
he
for the
cradle
team.
robbed? He married a dude that was like
He's
25 years
yeah.
younger than
Well,
him.
he's like
It's
60 something.
I know. Fucking George
like
Takei,
me.
go get that man ass.
That's right.
Tap that shit. Good for you.
Yeah, it's like 60 and 40, right?
That's so funny. It's just like, oh yeah, 40, so hot and young.
Hey, well, when you're 60, I think a
It probably
39-year-old
probably looks
woman will be
delicious.
like,
Yeah,
hell's yeah, right?
it's awesome. Her breasts don't point down.
Exactly.
So George Takei.
So we were saying George Takei, he's in it.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about this, and actually the reason why I'll probably end up buying it, because it's a PC game, right? So you can't rent it, is the fact that they got everybody to play in this
Yeah.
thing. They got
like big celebrities, you mean?
huge. Well, Tim Curry,
So-
George
oh.
Takei.
Tim Curry's the shit,
He's the
man.
shit, but he's
Yeah.
he's like doing a Russian accent.
Okay, he was the shit in one movie. How about that? And
which
nothing
was Rocky
else.
Horror,
Yeah,
right?
Rocky
That's it.
Horror.
It's
And
the
it's
only
like
one,
everything
so.
else. He was
no, he was good in Clue.
he was good
really
in Clue.
good.
That's
in Clue.
true. Okay.
But that's it.
That's that is his entire career.
But yeah, no, they have him. They have what's her name? I think they have Boomer. I believe they have Boomer.
Yeah.
But just a bunch of like B actors that are acting terrible. Michael Ironsides, I think he's in it too.
Oh
maybe?
shit!
Right? It's
like
just
like overactors anonymous. Like
overactors,
just
and
these
it's-
guys like, damn you! They get William Shatner. Klingons, bastards! You killed my
I think
son.
he's in it. I think he might be in it. No, I don't know, but you watch the video. There's a video online right now with a bunch of outtakes of
Yeah.
them recording.
Yeah.
And they're just acting funny, and it's like a song. It's actually, and then you look
Wasn't
like
that the big thing with Red Alert 2? There was like some girl that everybody thought was cool that was like the head of something.
Jenna
and they're like,
Jameson or something, probably. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, but I thought that like that was the big thing in Command and Conquer. There was like some voice acting that people actually.
Well, there was Kane, right? He was like the
Yeah.
most famous of it, but he was just some like producer or something like that. I think at Westwood. But
so
but
that was the fucking game.
I don't know. I was distracted by George Takei.
Yeah.
No, but it's a very pretty RTS.
Okay.
It's still kind of standard where you're just building stuff, and you know, it hasn't gone to the next level like these other ones have.
Well, because I mean, there's the one that you were just in love with. The
Supreme Commander.
Supreme
Yeah, it's
Commander.
nothing like that. It's
That's
nothing like
your
Sins.
that's like your bar.
Well, no, there's a bunch of bars, right? I like
Yeah.
Company of Heroes. I kind of like. There's a
Okay.
couple of other ones like the new Dawn of War.
Oh.
I am so excited. I told you about that, right?
Yeah. I'm
With
trying
like
to remember.
it's like loot. There are boss
yeah,
battles.
yes,
and
yes.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so
That's right. That looked fucking
that one I'm all
sweet.
excited about.
Okay.
This one's like it's standard. So
Yeah.
it's like I want to play it a little bit more, but I'd rather
Yeah.
play like StarCraft or something.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Yeah. So you're not digging
I'll
it.
keep playing it, but you know the beta is going to actually opening up pretty soon, so check online.
Nice. Speaking of new content,
Yes.
so I didn't realize you were that into Burnout. Like,
I wasn't.
Okay.
Well, I rented it. Remember when we reviewed it?
Yeah.
I rented it for a week, and I'm like,
Like
okay,
when
I'm done.
you were talking about the shit that you wanted to review this week. You're like, I played the Burnout DLC.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Like,
like,
tell me you played FIFA.
well, no, you like Burnout.
I like. I'm just kidding.
You know,
I like,
and I gave Burnout a good review.
Yeah, that's true.
I loved it. But the thing is, like, it wasn't enough. I rented it, but then, like, all of a sudden, it became this game that all these Noobtubers would play.
Really?
So every weekend they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're going to be doing this, and we're going to be doing this."
So that brings the fun. when
And
it's
then,
just
and then I
like,
went to Amazon. I saw it for $30. I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Done.
So I
Yeah.
bought it, and then
so you own it now.
Yeah, I own
Okay.
it, and not only that, all the DLC is free. And it's huge. Like, number one, this was like bikes. So you also you get bikes and like 50,000 challenges.
Free DLC.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? That's fucking awesome.
Dude,
like, you're not being cocks about it.
And not only that, like in a couple of weeks or like in a month or so, they're opening up an entire island.
Fucking hell. So they're adding new, like, actual content.
For free.
Content. Damn.
So I'm like, the way I look at it, it's like, look, if Criterion's going to do this, I'm going to support them. I'm going to buy the game. And it's fun.
They're not fucking nickel and diming you. They're not milking it. It's just like, that's fucking awesome.
Right. So, I mean, like, I really like the idea of that. If you're going to do it, you should do it right. You should actually support it and then do it because people are going to buy the game like I did.
Yeah.
But
so people actually released a video on YouTube of you guys playing.
Oh, did he?
Somebody put up a video of you guys all racing around like on your bikes.
So do you know the concept of Burnout when you play online?
No.
So there's challenges. So you have a host.
Oh, you guys can like cooperate, right?
Well, kind of.
Okay.
Right, so you have a host, and basically you can start a challenge at any point in time. You just pick off a list. Well, one is like, meet here. Another one is everybody go in one place and one person has to jump over.
Yeah.
Or everybody has to go through a hoop, and they're timed and all that. So one of them was everybody has to do a jump over this one thing.
Yeah.
And we all did it, right? Where it was like 5 of us were like, okay, we're not waiting for fucking Magenta to do it, right? And the thing is, he was getting every single one first.
Yeah.
And he was like rubbing it in our nose, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, are you guys done yet? Anyhow, right? So we all just basically parked right in front of the ramp.
So you couldn't do it?
And every single time he'd crash into us. It was hilarious. For like
that's
5
awesome.
minutes.
Just being a total dick.
Yeah, basically. But no,
fucking with your friends. That's what video games are for.
I'm telling you, you should pick it up. I mean, if you like Burnout, like, remember, like, did you even try it?
No. I played the demo and I hated it, every second of it.
You know, when you play online with people, it's
I think
a totally
that
different
changes.
game.
Yeah, it's not even the same.
Yeah, because they're basically just starting a challenge. If you fuck up the challenge, you start the challenge again.
That sounds right up my alley. So I might get it if people are like regularly playing
every weekend almost.
See, that's what makes a game come alive. Like when the Noobtoob army goes out and just fucking plays something, then it gets 10 times as fun.
Yeah, and they make videos of it, all sorts of cool stuff. So I definitely recommend it. The bikes. So speaking of the DLC itself, the bikes themselves are a little easy. So they actually tuned it so when you're on bikes, I think everybody has to be on bikes. You can't have bikes and cars at the same time. And when you do that, they reduce the number of cars. So I guess it's a little, you don't crash as easily. You can't bash billboards. You can't, the unlockable stuff.
You can't like jump.
You can't do any of that stuff. So it's a little easy. So I'm going to play it for a little bit. I'm much more excited about
the cars.
The cars are more fun and everything else. So
all right,
but it's free. Like
it's
I'm not
free.
Complain.
We got to give so much props to like not fucking raping us with your charges.
Yeah. Or like charging us for content that's on the disc.
Yeah, that
to unlock.
Sucks. That is fucking dick. Or they're like, oh, do you want a red shirt? That's $1. You're like, bitch, I know you just shipped all these shirts.
Wait, the download size is like 5K.
Yeah, that's the best. Like, you're just like, when you like, they're like, do you want to download this? And he's like, yes. Bing. You're like, oh, you shipped that shit. I know you did.
All right, so we have, I think, the big one, right?
The big one for us, especially.
For us,
are the Noobtoob Army really into this? I think a lot of them are.
Well, the thing is, the problem is a lot of our Noobtoob Army is international, so they're kind of fucked, right? So if you're in UK, you're paying like $8,000 for it or something like that. If you're in
like £4,
basically. If you're in Australia, it's not there yet. Right, so they're all fucked. But a lot of the U.S. people, so the Canadians, are all been playing.
Yeah, Rock Band 2, motherfucker.
Rock Band 2, dude.
It is so good. It is so good.
They fixed everything.
Yeah, you name something that was wrong in the first one. Let me name fixed it.
World Tour mode. I couldn't play with anybody.
Yep, fixed.
By myself.
Online World Tour mode. Weekly challenges. Weekly challenges. They just list a set of games where they're just like, all right, these 3 songs, and then it's just like a nationwide challenge that you can do every week.
And you can play some challenges are by yourself, some challenges with a band, some challenges with certain instruments. They just vary, and they can make them, and they just pick like 1 song, 3 songs, 12
songs. And you can do quick play tug of war where you just hop online and play against people live.
How does that work?
It's
so
just
you playing
like,
the same instrument?
Yeah.
Oh,
you don't have.
okay.
I only did once. I only played, and I was by myself. So I think that there's this whole different world if you do a whole band and stuff. But it's like this kind of like who's doing better tug of war.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped. The music is good.
The track selection is great. They actually added Journey. They added
Alice in Chains,
Nirvana,
Pearl Jam,
all the bands we like.
Yeah. Oh god, it's just like there's so many, and it's like Spirit in the Sky, like all these. I mean, just everything, like every
Bob
song you
Dylan.
hear. Yeah.
They added Bob Dylan, which is like wow.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Then you take your Rock Band 1 disc, you put it in, and you say export songs.
$5 though, is that all right? I was a little bit, but I'm not pissed off, right? I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I don't think it's right, but I'm gonna pay it.
But I'm not going to complain that badly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if they charged $20, I'd be fucking shitting up a storm.
I mean, the thing is, they justified. They're like, you have to pay the licensing fee. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I did when I bought the game. You know
But
what
they're
I
not
mean?
using it on a different game, right?
It's the same fucking game.
I
Like,
know, but the thing is, like, knowing the music industry, I can understand the music industry pulling that shit.
That's true. It might
Right?
not have been
Not
them.
harmonics.
That's true. And if it's not their fault, that's fine. I mean, like, I think that if they're just kind of taking an extra $5,
I don't. Right? I mean, like,
because
if
they
they
don't
were
have to
gonna
do
make
any extra work. The song is just, I mean, like, it's exported as is, note for note. There's nothing new.
I know, but
Yeah.
not only that, you actually miss a few songs. So so that's the other thing that
They
I think
couldn't
adds
get
more to their
licensing.
favor. They couldn't get licensing. So if they're just trying to get money, they would have made it $10 and then give you the other 3.
That's true.
songs.
So they probably had to relicense with all the people that sold them the songs originally,
you have
they
to do
probably had
that.
to pay them
Yes.
for the next. Yeah, that's
probably
true.
for whatever. So like I actually blame the music industry, and Harmonix has built so much goodwill with me for all the great stuff they do, as opposed to other companies who like don't let other instruments play that kind of shit.
And the thing is, it could have been more. Like, we probably would have paid $10 to export all the songs,
I know.
right? So it's just like the fact that they did it for $5. I'm like, oh, all right. Okay.
And now do you know if I can sell my Rock Band 1 disc? No.
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm assuming they didn't break it, but they may make it so you can't import
Export
those
it again.
songs, which I don't care, right?
Yeah. Wow. Maybe we could sell a Rock Band 1
I'm
disc.
thinking.
Fuck it.
Because the thing is, I think I want to.
Well, you're never going to put it in again. Why the fuck
Well, I
would
know,
you
yeah.
ever play Rock Band again?
Let somebody else borrow it.
Yeah.
Is the thing. But I think I want to sell all my instruments because I want to upgrade.
Oh.
Right? Because the
Is
rock.
everything better?
So all the wireless, the drums and the guitars are wireless in Rock Band 2.
I fucking hate the wires.
I know.
Hate
It's
them.
ridiculous.
They have a wireless mic?
No.
Fuck!
You have to wait for Lips for that. Lips
Okay.
is the one with the wireless mic.
Fucking wireless everything.
I know, but-
everything.
The drums and the guitar are big, so so there's that. So with Rock Band 2, apparently the drum set it's all about the drum set because the guitar is whatever, right? The drum set is quieter, but it's still kind of the same 4 pads, I believe.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero World Tour has cymbals,
Mm.
and apparently people are saying they're better drum sets than Rock Band 2.
Interesting.
So and you can use them on both.
Yeah.
And it has more. So basically, you
There's
can't.
more shit than like what you can like use this or the symbol.
There's like 5 or 6 buttons as opposed to 4, right?
Yeah, but I'm
I
just saying,
don't
like,
know.
if
I
you're
don't know
playing
how it
with
works.
Rock Band, there's only 4, right?
Oh, well,
Like,
you only
there's-
use those 4.
Yeah.
Right. So it's okay. It's just you use those 4, you're fine. But with Guitar Hero World Tour, you'll be able to use all of them.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's a tough choice. It's hard.
Or
Yeah. The Ion.
$300 for the Ion.
Yeah, which people are saying is the bomb diggity, right?
know.
Somebody said he was going to bring it to work. Did
I
you
hope
check
so.
that out?
Yeah, I want to check it out.
Okay.
But
one of our
would
coworkers
you
said
do it? I don't know
it
if I
better
drum
fucking
enough.
suck my dick is all I'm saying. Like, if I play that drum set, it's got to be the best experience. Like, it has
There
to
has to be
feel.
an orifice somewhere on the bottom. To
I just
want
to just banging that drum set while I'm playing it.
And then it's worth $300.
I mean, seriously, $300 for a fucking drum set. That shit better be nice.
I don't.
It better be
I don't know
nice.
if I drum enough.
I don't. I know I don't.
Yeah,
I love
so-
guitar. I love guitar more than anything.
Really?
I
See, I
love
love
it.
drums now, though. If I could play drums, but I can't since it's too loud.
How about that drum tutorial mode?
I haven't tried it yet.
It's fucking awesome.
So
So,
how does it work?
so there's like 100 different really complex beats. You can change the BPM from like 80 to 180. So you start at 80, go
Oh.
dun dun
On the
sh,
same
dun,
beat,
dun,
and
dun,
just
sh,
do it
yeah.
over and over again.
Crank it up. Dun dun sh, dun, 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 sh,
Oh,
But like
shit.
you start to get, and then they have a fill instructor where they actually teach you fills, so that when you get to that part, you'd be like, da 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 da.
I always do the
Fuck you. What?
I always do the exact same thing. I'm like, dun 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 dun, bam.
Yeah.
I just do it over and over
So they
again.
teach you new fills. They teach you all these drum
jeez.
beats. I mean, like
I'm
fucking.
going
this
home and
game-
playing that. Well, I can't. It's late.
Yeah,
but-
it's late. Damn it! It doesn't come with a deaf wife.
Unfortunately, no.
It just comes with like these like ice picks. You're like, honey, hold still. Chunk.
Or maybe just some
I can
ear-
play Rock
ear
Band whenever I
pads.
want.
Exactly. Fuck. But no, I actually got. So I think the other thing about the Rock Band 2, I think the track list is a little more. I'm not going to say girl friendly, but definitely like significant other friendly. At least
Yeah,
for my
it's a little
situation,
more
because
varied.
she liked a lot more songs on there than she liked Dylan. She liked
Yeah.
she was singing Man in the Box. Like
That's
she loved it.
unusual that
I'm
women
just-
like Alice in Chains.
I'm just saying, she was rocking out, and we
That's
basically.
awesome.
She's like, okay, well, I want to play some songs, and she started picking. And you can do a set list.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
How hot is that?
She picked 12 songs. And I'm fucking doing drums on hard.
Yeah, you're just like,
and I'm
"Ah!"
like, by the 6th song, I'm like, I'm done. like she rarely plays with me, so I'm
So
like,
you just gotta suck it up. You're like, I don't give a shit. I will play.
my arm's gonna fall off. That's okay.
It doesn't matter.
She's playing with me.
It's the best moment of my life. Like tears of joy.
Yeah, it's like last time she played was when Rock Band 2 came out. So
Yeah.
it's just like, I gotta do it.
Yeah. So same with me. Adrian's been playing the shit out of it with
Really?
me. We both just are loving the hell out of it.
So
she's actually customized her character more before. She's like,
Yeah.
I shit you not. She looked at her Rock Band character.
Yeah.
It had like this cute little like bob, like black hair, whatever. She's like, I'm gonna take a picture of that and take that to my hair cutter.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Isn't that great? And I was like,
Oh.
you really should, because that girl's hot as shit.
and I would love that.
Yes, I love that hair. So
What's
she's like, look, she's being inspired by a fucking video game to get a haircut.
Well, the thing is, the sad thing is, it's like I just got my haircut recently. And I'm like, I should do some rock haircut because I was just playing this game. She's like, oh, why don't you just take a picture of it? Because like I have this like crazy going on. I'm like, if I could pull that
You
off,
should totally get a rock haircut. That would be the shit.
I need a lot more hair first to make
Do it. Grow it out. Do the old Yuzo hair.
No, that's like Blue Diamond Phillips.
I know,
hair, dude. That ain't gonna happen.
It's like the crow hair. It's awesome.
Yes, I don't want to die. So Rock Band 2, it is. The thing is, like, did they really add a lot on top of it? I'd say it's worth $60. I mean, that's the question everybody's gonna ask, right?
And I say fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes, because they didn't. Like, I actually did read a couple of reviews online, and people were like, they didn't add that much new. And, like, they fixed everything was wrong with it, and they didn't fuck with a good formula.
And they had, 45, 50 songs, where if you were to buy them individually, it would be about $60.
Yeah, so
about.
There
right?
is no question that if you like Rock Band, you have to go buy this yesterday. Yeah. So, thumbs up.
Right away. But maybe not get the instruments, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you might want to
wait.
Look into, if you're really, really into it, you might
all
want to
work. They work. All the instruments.
There's like a fucking free market for Rock Band instruments now, so you gotta go out and look and see what.
I just need like 300 is a bit much. Like $80, you get whatever you get. I'm like, maybe 120. Maybe if somebody like Mad Catz or somebody came out with a good, Mad Catz never comes out with good shit, but some other company comes out with like
Mad Catz will do a shitty one that's like see-through. You know what I mean? Like that's what they do. They're just like fucking some dumbass.
Actually, you're right because I think they came out with a Wii one when it's all white.
Mad
ridiculous.
Cats. Those guys crack me up. So we literally have 100 games in the new releases.
We have a plethora.
Yeah, we have a plethora of piñatas. So
let's start out first.
So we'll run through these. A lot of these we're going to play anyway.
Exactly. So Wipeout HD, I'm pretty excited about this. Surprisingly, because like most of the time people don't think we like racing games.
No, we really usually don't.
But no, we like arcadey racing games.
Right.
We like Mario Kart. I like Burnout. I like Wipeout.
Yeah.
Anything that takes the realness out of these racing games are enjoyable, and I like this.
Wasn't there a Wipeout on the PSP?
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was
Wipeout
alright.
Pulse. Okay.
Okay.
It was the last one. But I liked it. I gave it a thumbs up. I think.
Someone will check that for you.
Yes, I know. Dude, I did not give Enchanted Arms a thumbs up. Somebody posted on the thing.
You did. I don't remember that though. My memory's poor. I just checked the wiki and it says that you loved Enchanted Arms.
And I'm going to check the recent history, which is Tobin edits.
That'd be hilarious. It's like anonymous IP address edits. Tobin's awesome and Yuzo liked Enchanted Arms.
No, I didn't.
So
Wipeout HD, I'm going to
HD.
get it. I think it's downloadable. I have to double check on that. I don't think you can actually buy it. So I'm hoping maybe somebody buys it. Sloth?
Yes. Let us share it.
I know you are a major Wipeout whore.
Yeah.
So hook me up.
Yuzo thinks you're a whore. Help us out. So next one up is Sid Meier's Civ 4.
Oh, so Civ 4 Colonization. Did you ever play Colonization?
I did not.
Okay, so Civilization, it's called Colonization a long time ago, and you got to play, like, starting from all of the new world, and you go, and it's basically a similar sort of thing, but you have Indians. I knew exactly. I saw something just cracking your head, just like, oh?
Colonization with Indians. You're never going to offend anybody with that. God, that's fucking hilarious.
So there is no Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
There is no,
You bring back curry to London.
Yeah, no smallpox blankets, none of that stuff.
Damn.
But yeah, but it's ripe, right? It's ripe for it, but they handle it very
PC,
mature. Not really PC because they're tribes attacking you. You would
beat the shit out of them.
and you'd wipe them out.
Yeah.
Just like the old world people did. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm interesting to see if they made it more PC from the previous one because it was PC. I mean, they didn't make it like obviously over the top, but you were fighting natives.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're going to keep with it.
Interesting.
It's the same sort of. You're not going to be interested in it, but I love Civilization 4, and I'm super excited about
Cool.
this. So I'm gonna
Very
play
cool. All right. And next up is fucking Wario Land Shake It, dude.
Oh man.
We saw this at PAX, and like honestly, I'd never heard of it. Like I think I'd heard someone mention it, and I was just like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And then I'm watching these guys play it, and the fucking puzzliness and the it's just it looks perfect. It's like cartoony and like old school, like 2D, but modern.
Well, I think so. I was looking at a PAX, and they actually had on widescreen monitors.
Yeah.
They actually had bars on the side, so I'm thinking they actually did make it widescreen. That's what I'm worried about.
That'd be weird.
It's a slight worry, right? I'm still gonna play it, but it's just like, what happened, guys?
The only thing I can think of that looked like it might get a little dodgy from the demo is that you might shake a little bit too much. Like, because every time you grab an enemy, you're like, rah, 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 It's like it's only when you need health though. So I think that if you don't need health, you can just fuck them up. You just jump on their shit, do whatever.
Well, so if you look at most Nintendo games in general, they haven't really abused the shaking or the motion control as much as any other company, right?
Right.
All the other companies fuck it up, and Nintendo kind of
looking at you, Ninja Bread Man, motherfucker.
Amongst every other 5 billion Wii games. But
yeah.
I think I think it'll be good. But will it be purchasable?
I know it's tough to. It's hard to say.
You can rent it. I think it might be.
This is like one of those things where if they gave me a demo on the Wii and I liked it, I would buy it. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I could convince Nintendo to allow downloadable demos of games. Like, you can't lose money on demos.
Well, you can from development.
If the game sucks,
no,
that's
you
true.
can use it on development, too. It's just
That's
it costs
true.
money to make the demo.
Right.
So.
But, I mean, I just, seriously, there's so many games that we would never know about that we downloaded a demo on Xbox. We're like, I'd never heard of this. It's fucking awesome. I'm going to go buy it. So
Have you bought a WiiWare game?
No, I
haven't. When was
haven't.
the last time, right?
I never have.
And, like, if they had trials, would you probably have bought some?
Probably. I mean, the WiiWare games are a weird case because I'm not so into the old games.
Remember we found, what was that one? Lost Winds.
That was sweet.
That was good, but it's just like somebody had to...
They had to tell us. Yeah, like somebody's like, Lost Winds is fucking awesome. It's just like these other games. You got to play it. We tried it out.
We bought it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like... I
Give us
some other
fucking
one.
demos. If there was demos, we would check WiiWare every week, and we would try them, and we would recommend them to you guys. But as it is, we get all these people on YouTube, they're like... Why aren't you playing WiiWare? Like, fuck you! Like, if we're not going to get a demo, this is not happening.
No. So, I hope they actually do it. But the thing is, we'll be able to rent it. I don't think I'm going to buy it at launch.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be enough. Not with all these other games coming out for me.
That's true. I might. I really might. I'm gonna look at some more videos online and decide. But it looks really good. So, Lego Batman.
So I played a little bit more at PAX as well as at Comic-Con, and it feels like they kind of did the same sort of Lego Indiana Jones deal with it as far as the controls and all that stuff. It just didn't feel as fun as the Star Wars. I don't know.
The Lego
why.
Star Wars was the shit. I don't know. I can't tell what the difference is. I mean, like, I can't tell if I just got tired of the Lego genre. You know what I mean? Like, what if Indiana Jones had been first and Star Wars had been
I think it was the
second?
fact that it was Star Wars and you were playing through the original series. That's what really crystallized the gameplay.
But it was so funny. They had, like, all these great little bits of humor, and it was, like, all the collectibles were interesting.
Indiana Jones was kind of funny.
Kinda, yeah. I didn't think it was very good.
I think I'll rent this a few months from now at some point, but it's not going to be first on my list.
And so are they doing this where you just run through all the different Batmans? Like, do you go back to, like, the Adam West Batman and do, like, the fucking Michael Keaton Batman?
I hope you don't do the George Clooney with the nipples Batman. That would suck.
I don't want the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze.
Oh.
There were some bad Batman movies, man. There was some shit. Actually, the Penguin was okay. The Danny DeVito
was okay, but I mean, right? I mean, like after the whatchamacallit, the Joker of the last one, it's just like it's gonna be hard to.
You can't top that shit.
You can't put that into a rated T game either.
No.
E for everyone game.
Ta-da! Okay, so Lego Batman, we're probably not going to play.
Did Blob, you're actually still gonna play even though you tried it at PAX, dude.
Honestly, upon thinking about De Blob afterwards, it really felt like one of those games where if I wasn't in a rushed environment trying to find fun in like 10 seconds, I felt like maybe if I worked into it from the tutorials, it could be kind of fun.
The controls just fucked it up for me. Because when I play, all you're doing is, it's all the complaints we lay against all other motion control games in this game.
I started to find some patterns. Like before I put the Blob down, I started to notice that you could hold the directional button and then whichever, like it didn't matter how you, it didn't matter how you flipped it. It was just, I had more control than I thought. But it's when you're trying to do these multi bounces between buildings, you fucking lose it. You got nothing. Like there's no.
The timing is just a little off, where it's just like it's probably fun for kids, but not for gamers like us. Right?
But looking at it, it feels like a game that is made for me. Like I know that somewhere in there is a game that's designed for me because there's all this weird collecting and shit.
I know.
So I'm gonna rent the Blob. I'm definitely gonna rent the Blob.
So let me know because I'm still a little. Worried about it. Last couple of games I don't want to talk too much about. Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway. I like tactical games. I like the Full Spectrum Warrior series.
Yeah, I love Full Spectrum.
This is kind of like that, where you're directing people. I might rent it, but probably I'm not in a big hurry.
Yeah.
It's not like a super excited one for me. About you? Like, it's World War II, right?
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm done with World War II. And then next up is Kirby Superstar Ultra. I actually have a vacation coming up in 1 week.
Oh, you should
so
get it.
I'm going to get this and hop on the plane and try it because DS is just made for planes.
And I played the original Kirby a while back, and it's actually really fun.
People say that it's the shit.
It's fun, yeah. You're basically just drawing platforms.
Yes.
With rainbows.
Yes.
That's great.
So,
woo.
Shoopity-doop.
Shoop-a-doop. Okay, so I think this hasn't been posted yet. Hopefully 41 will be posted soon, Mail Toad.
Yeah.
We'll be showing a couple of the... I don't know who the winner is.
We don't know who the winner is because it hasn't been posted yet. Mail Toad is hopefully going to do this, but people have been jacking the shoops. People did a couple shoops of us doing our arms out for the thing at PAX.
Let's see, we had Diablo here. We had Pickle. No, Buckethead.
Yeah, that's right, Buckethead.
Frosty Buckethead.
So people have been having fun with that, and hopefully we're going to get back into this because we had like a call-in show, we had this other stuff, and now we're getting back into the shoop action.
Getting back.
And there's lots of games coming out, so it's like I want to see some sweater puppies, I want to see some, bring the new shoop action. Thank you guys for doing this stuff. So, Member of the Week!
So Crimson's setting this up for Ash Gunner, and this week it is Avaloner.
Yeah. What did he do?
He replied. So it wasn't just the thread he created. He actually replied to a bunch of posts. Very interesting and kept the discussion going. So we reward that too. Mm-hmm. Or rather, the community rewards that.
Yes.
So
when you come in, like we really try and keep the Noobtoob forums a place where discussions just happen. It's not some shitbag comes in and says, "Me too," 360 sucks, whatever this stuff is.
We ban all those guys.
We do. We're not patient with not good people. It's like you need to come in and be a contributing member, and people actually have ongoing discussions of content.
That's right. Well, the thing is, like, if I didn't know Noobtoob or anything like that, if I went to the community, it would be probably the most intelligent gaming discussion community I've ever seen. Ever.
Hands down.
The people there are just like writing these pages and pages of like intricacies of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not interested, but it's long.
You know how they talk about the American Indians used to go sit in a sauna and then go jump in a lake?
Yeah.
Like, you should go to GameFAQs forums and then come to Noobtoob forums. It's just like, it's
kind of
cleansing.
refreshing.
It's cleansing.
Yes.
It's like we are a hot spring.
Yes.
Of something.
A sauna of gaming.
Yes. So, the Bioshock bet.
Oh, so we have a couple of... We can't actually show these videos, unfortunately.
Yeah, so Moltile made a 29,000-minute video.
We can't play that.
But it's funny. It's really good. You can go check that out. Moltile put it, I think, as a video response to our episode 109.
109 and 110. Go check it out. He said he was going to cut it down to the level... It's pretty long. It's like down here. But he only cut it about to here as a snake.
Solid snake.
So I'll give it to you.
We'll give it to you. Yeah, I'll give it to you. So thank you very much for cutting your hair for that. MBG Diesel, this is a little shady.
I don't buy it.
I'm not buying it at all.
I don't buy it.
So, are you calling shenanigans?
I'm calling shenanigans.
He's
son! Like, I finally did it. I cut mine and my brother's head. And basically, there's a really fuzzy picture.
It's like the Bigfoot picture,
right?
right?
Like it's just the head. You don't see anything else. And he's like, I did it on this live streaming site. Yeah. And I'm like, where's the video? Send us the video.
Sure you did. So we're not buying it, MBG Diesel. We want a high-res video of you and your brother with your fucking head shaved. High 517. Badass. Fucking badass. He made a 10-minute video of the entire history of the Bioshock bet.
Wow.
Beginning to end, like seriously, back in like episode 67, where someone called in, they're like, "Tobin, did you beat Bioshock?" I'm like, "No."
And then 69 is like, "Hey, beat Bioshock."
Yeah.
And then
it escalates, and he captures every single person claiming they're going to do shit, calls them out for the little bitches that they are, and then he made it a video response to episode 110.
That's right. So
go check it out.
So again, we keep this ongoing until we get everybody on the list taken care of.
You're all going to shave and burn shit for me, I swear to God.
That's right. There's already a couple of people like trying to get me to play like fucking Kingdom Hearts or like God of War 2. I'm just like, I kind of want to play those. So it's just like, it's got to be.
It doesn't have the same draw for you. It's not like pulling you in. Like
it's got to be one of those. Maybe finish Uncharted. I don't know. Maybe it's got to be something.
It's almost got to be one of those games where you don't realize how good it is and everyone else does, and they got to like convince you to play it.
I think that's what it is, because it's all scattered. It's all over the place. There's not.
I think Uncharted's like that. I think you need to fucking beat Uncharted, man. Like, you need to stop being a little bitch. That game's awesome.
We'll see. Kingdom Hearts 2, though?
Kingdom Hearts 2 is awesome,
God of War 2, Super Mario Galaxy. It was like all of a sudden, like,
so you're just a lazy bitch, is what you're saying. You finished nothing.
You know the thing is,
you finished all 4. No, and I'll shave your head.
I don't like that bet. No, I actually figured it out. Like, if you actually boil it down, you know what it is? Like, I don't like story games which you finish. Like, it's just not inherent in my thing. But you do. You love them.
Yeah.
You will go and finish them. But I like games like Call of Duty, and
whether you can't beat it.
Like, it's not a question of beating it. It's a question of improving my own skills. Like Burnout, I've put 24 hours in. Right.
Yeah.
There's just all these other games like Civilization, Sins. I've put in way more hours than you have.
But you can't beat them. It's just it's a polishing. It's like Viva Pinata, right? You probably can't beat that either, can you?
You can't. You can collect all of them.
Okay.
But again, it's still not beating.
Right.
So like that doesn't draw me. Like beating the game. Like do you get a lot out of that?
Yeah, I love it. I love beating
the end of it.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just I've defeated a game. I feel a conquest. I mean, a lot of times it's just satisfying. I think, and also I kind of like. being able to put something aside as finished and then move on to something else, where it's just like I like to say, okay,
See,
I've
I like
done
tasting.
this.
And not only tasting, it's tasting like for 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
I'll taste, I'm like, I'm going to drum for 6 hours, and I'm done.
Yeah.
And I come back to it. But there's no finishing Rock Band. So
That's true.
It's a different
But I love the
style.
shit out of Rock Band too, so I mean, it's hard to say. But you definitely...
But you love the story-based...
I do.
Like, once you get it, like, we don't see you for 3 days at work.
It's
right?
true. I fucking vanished. It's just like when that new Ratchet DLC came out, like the new Ratchet came out, and Adrian's like, the house is on fire. I'm like, get
What?
some fucking water. Do I have to do everything myself? I'm very busy here.
See? So it's a different draw.
Yeah, it's a
absolutely
different draw.
We have viewer homework.
We have a viewer homework. So Pocket Migo asks, what do you think about the open world future, like, of gaming?
Yeah, well, a lot of games are turning into open worlds. You have the Mercenaries, you
Right.
have the Grand Theft Autos, obviously, a bunch
Yep.
of these other ones which are saying, I'm going to take a normal kind of gameplay and make it open world.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Because, like, do you like that direction?
I really like it. As long as...
Really?
I do. I mean, like, I kind of like exploration. I like the kind of getting into a world and finding every little nook and cranny, but it's got to be well made, right? It's got to be.
But you didn't do that with Grand Theft Auto.
I didn't think Grand Theft Auto was as good as everybody else thought it was.
Well, but what open world game did you do that to? Even Crackdown. I don't know if you really did look in all the nooks and crannies. Did you? Unless you were searching for agility orbs.
Yeah, I did that. I mean, like, I went and found every agility orb. I mean, I like the idea of it. I like the idea of a world that's like. Like, for example, Mercenaries 2,
yeah.
I wasn't doing quests a lot of the time. I was just, like, wandering around, getting fucking fuel dumps, getting whatever else. It's just, like, blowing shit up for no reason.
Yeah. So that you actually like, but not the Grand Theft Auto side of things.
Yeah.
Or like
I mean,
Oblivion, right? Oblivion was super open.
I want kind of more in the direction of the old MUDs used to be, where there's an open world where you get to help make it. It's like what Second Life should be if it didn't suck ballsack. Like, a world where you can, like, really make high quality things and everyone lives in this world, but there's like events in it, things change in it. There's like,
do you think Home? No, I don't think Home will let you do
Home
that.
Home's not even trying to be like that.
No.
Like, Home is definitely very much
Little
more.
Big Planet isn't quite.
Home's
that.
like IRC, right? It's kind of like
actually, you're right. It's IRC without scripts. Basically.
I mean, someday there's going to be a better Second Life where it doesn't look like dog balls. It's going to be.
But was that a game or an experience, right? I mean, that's the way I see it. I see all of the open worlds turning into, like, experiences.
Yeah.
Go here and experience, robbing a bank. Go here and experience driving away from the cops.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all of those experiences, if you just made a game out of them, like playing darts or any of the other crap that you have in Grand Theft Auto, they suck balls as games.
It's true.
Standalone, right?
Yeah.
So they try to, like, basically say, okay, we have this open world and freedom, but we're going to put all these shitty-ass mini-games to kind of make it interesting.
That's
and
true.
they all fail for the most part, right? I mean, like,
But a lot of it is that people can make shit for their own. Like, say that you really like furries. You're like this perverted little furry monster,
I'm just
and
curious how you're
all of a
going.
sudden you make like a furry town, and like everybody's walking around as furries, and there's like these little furry bondage bars, and there's like it's like no one's gonna make you a furry game, so they make a world in that you can make a furry game inside of it, right?
But
like,
that's not a game, right? I mean,
It's
all
true,
you're
it is
doing
more
is
of
you're
an
building an
experience.
environment. It's
No,
just
you're
like
right.
it's like the Snow Crash for
Yes.
the metaverse, right?
Yes,
You're saying like I'm
absolutely.
going to build a bar, but I'm
right.
trying to think of.
So you're saying
like,
it's not really a game.
no.
I
Like-
agree with you. That's true. It is
so-
more. You can build a game inside of it if you want to.
But
But it's not a game, right?
Yeah.
It's like reality's not a game. There's games in reality, right? It's just
yeah, that's
like,
true. That's true. Yeah, but I think that's what the problem with everybody trying to do all this stuff. They're trying to make reality, but then make game stuff inside of it. They're failing because all the games they try to make are not fun.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, do you think any of the new games, like Fallout 3, do you think any of these will be compelling enough to make an open world as compelling as Ratchet, as a single-player game, as Uncharted? As
That's
some
the
of these games
problem.
that you really love?
You know what it is? I think the problem is in a game, there's these things where you get better, you get stronger, you get faster, whatever. And if it's an open world that exists infinitely,
Yeah.
you
Well, not
peak.
infinitely.
You're not achieving anything because it's like the same problem that World of Warcraft has. They have to keep releasing expansions where you get 10 more
But
levels.
isn't that okay? But that's their solution.
That's
to the
their
problem.
solution. That's true. Yeah, but I mean, like, but you have. That's the only way to do it to keep people interested. It's got to be
Pay
this kind of.
monthly, you'll do that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
they'll,
true.
they'll do that. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm looking at all the games that are coming out with all the open world things, and like you look at what is it? Infamous, right? APB.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're going to get close, but I think we're still like 3 years away.
We're definitely far away.
Before we get to be in an open world where it's like a really compelling game.
Yeah.
Compelling.
Yeah, I'm excited for that day, but it's not anywhere near.
Yeah.
I'm actually genuinely excited for the next Second Life, whatever that is. But I think that's going to be
Really?
a while coming.
Yeah. But what do you think it'll be? Like, who do you think will make it? Do you think Google will make it? Or do you think?
They could.
Have you
They
seen Lively?
could. No, that's true. Lively kind of sucks. But yeah, so it's interesting.
Yes,
But
it's,
I personally kind of enjoy self-contained things because we're not able to do the scale of open world yet.
Well, no, because you like the changing of the world
Yes.
thing, which is much more difficult to do with an open world.
Yeah, but
especially if it's
when they
multiplayer.
do that, I will fucking shit, right? When there's an open world where my actions still have consequences,
Yeah.
where like I go and burn down a building and that building's burned down tomorrow.
So that's Fable 2.
Yeah, it is kind of Fable 2.
Actually,
But,
yeah.
but I mean,
Well, I mean, you go to a town, if you fuck
you're
everybody
still
up,
the only one there, right? I'm saying like with hundreds of
but
thousands
then
of
I
people.
could come in and then rejuvenate it and
Yeah.
become the hero of the town while
Yeah.
evil Tobin is.
So okay, so
know,
Fable
right?
2 is the next step. It's the first.
It's
Sorry,
getting
it's the
there.
first step towards
It's
that.
getting
It's
there.
like they're trying. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. So this is a viewer homework. Pockamigo does this every week. So go to the forums and give your thoughts.
Yeah.
Please.
Please do. Voicemails.
Voicemails. Each week we feature audio and video. It's like we've been doing this for a while. Each week we feature audio and video voicemails on the show. If you have a burning question, funny story, or a request, please give us a ring.
You can contact us toll free at 888-233-8480 or send your audio or video
Video bitches.
files to feedback@noobtoob.com. Don't question us on YouTube asking us how to get the videos in the show when we say how to do it in the show. Send your videos to feedback@noobtoob.com. Also send us video responses on YouTube.
Yes, video questions are preferred, but please keep your things under a minute if you want to be featured on the show.
And don't forget the yow.
Yo.
So first up, we have a question from Achievement Man.
Boop.
Ba-doom.
Hello, Tobin and Yuzo. I'm just wondering, if they made Kikle Cubicle 2, would you buy it? How much would you pay for it? Do you think that it would be good? This is Achievement Man from the forums saying, yow!
Of course.
I would fucking kill a man for Kikle 2.
Yes.
I would-
not. But no, I mean, like Kikle 2, can you imagine if they got like the same designers and made it like 360 with like design your own levels? That is a game that screams for user-generated
You're
content.
totally right. Can you imagine that? Like
Hello?
the Little Big Planet style where
Yeah.
you make a Kikle level, you
Yeah.
upload it, and they vote on them. They have like a whole
Fuck,
fucking...
dude, you could do that in Flash today.
Oh, you're totally right. You could.
Fuck, dude, there's a money... Stop!
All right,
no,
we're gonna edit
we're
this
gonna
out.
edit this out.
We're gonna edit this out. But yeah, so
No, seriously, right?
Absolutely.
Like fucking
Absolutely.
Kikle.com, is that taken? Oh, no, shit! Ah!
We don't have to release this video till we check.
That's right.
Aha.
Ha.
So, but seriously, Kikle Cubicle, that kind of thing where
Man.
there's literally the mechanics are two buttons. It's shoot an ice thing, leave an ice peg.
And push the block, right?
Right, but that's running into it, right? But I
No,
mean,
you
like,
have to
I'm
run
just-
into it and push.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
true.
is...
But I mean,
Three.
you can play this game with two buttons, right? It is
Yeah.
just... But it's so simple and it's so brilliant, it's so perfect that you could absolutely make this world where people are designing their own games. People
Yeah.
could come on a Noobtoob and be like, "Hey, I made this game. Here's a link to it. Here's my level. Vote on it. Dig it up on the thing."
Has there been like a Web 2.0 startup that has made a puzzly style game that's UGC where...
I've never seen one. I've never seen the
Because that's
equivalent.
that's a money... God damn it, we really need to...
I know. I know.
That really could be, right? I mean, if you do it right and you make the proper game engine,
Yeah.
and then you just let it open.
Right.
Like as
Like
Kikle
you only
level.
charge for the game, and then you
Or whatever, and then you sell advertising or something.
Yeah.
You never do that, you sell advertising, right?
It's true. Fuck that. So yeah,
Yes.
so Kikle 2, in summary, yes, that would be
Yes.
awesome, and we're actually going to go do it right now.
Yes,
we're
we'll
gonna
be
go,
making a new Kikle2.com
It's
website.
it's gonna be like Pickle Bubicle. Pickle Bubicle.
Pickle Pubicle.
Pickle Pubicle. And you're shooting these little
.com.
hairballs at people,
Yes.
giving them a gorilla mask.
Oh, it's gonna be
So,
awesome.
this is the kind of thing where you can actually take older games and
Yeah.
get people interested with the DLC, the Little Big Planet element
Yeah.
of these things, where once people are allowed to contribute and share, then even things that are low budget and ghetto become more interesting.
Absolutely. Not only that, like, why hasn't Nintendo stuck Kikle Cubicle on down the WiiWare, right? The Wii store. Like, did I tell you I was at GameWorks?
Because
when
no
we
one's
were-
ever fucking heard of it but us. That's
I know,
why.
but I was at Did I tell you I was at GameWorks? And I
Yeah.
was talking to two Nintendo guys?
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, release Kikle Cubicle. And
Like to Nintendo
and like,
dudes?
yeah, two Nintendo
Yeah.
dudes. And like other people were like, yeah, man, fucking Kikle. Like we had all the YouTubers like, fucking Kikle. And then I'm showing them my fucking bling
The
and all this
Nintendo
stuff.
guys like, ah!
And they're like, what's Kikle?
yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah. That's what we were like until we were shown the light at PAX, so,
hopefully they will go back to their boss. They will go back
yes.
to Miyamoto and
make
say,
it happen.
Make it happen.
So, next up is the Bugabug
yes.
with a question for us.
Hello, Noobtoob. This is the BGBB from the forums. In a recent Ask Juice Theater, I reviewed a game that was clearly attempting to bring softcore porn into gaming. This has actually been going on since the beginning of console gaming, with the Atari 2600 games like Porky's, which graphically portrayed the shower scene, and Custer's Revenge, where you play Custer getting his revenge on a tied-up Indian woman. My question to you is this: how much further do you think they're going to take this? Do you think the adult film industry will eventually work its way into console gaming? Or do you think the need for a free hand when watching these films will forever bar them from games? Thank you and have a great day. Bow chicka yow yow.
Nice.
Wow, that is an awesome question. The Bagaba.
It is, because pornography drives innovation.
I know, but the thing is, like, gaming is trying to become mainstream, so
Yeah.
they really have to segregate themselves. I mean, have you ever played any of the porn games? They're
They're
terrible.
terrible. They're always awful.
They're really bad.
So I mean, like, it kind of sneaks in from the side with things like God of War, right? Like, where they'll at the very beginning they'll throw in some boobies.
That's right. The candle scene, sex. Did you
Yeah.
play the minigame?
Yes.
Yes.
So
That was pretty awesome.
Fahrenheit had some sex. They actually had a.
I didn't get that, dude.
I
what
know.
do you do? What, is there a certain...
I actually had to replay the scene like 3 times because
Okay.
she would say stuff and I'm just like, yeah, you look sexy, just like your mom, and she's like, what? And then you'd have to do the dialogue chain, but
Yeah.
then finally you're having sex with her, and there's a rhythm game with the buttons for the sex.
Oh, does it actually show the sex?
Yeah, like it shows her like sitting on top of you with boobies out. It doesn't it's
okay,
not
so it's
graphic.
not- okay, yeah.
It's boobies, but
Sure, it's like
the point
softcore, like HBO.
yeah,
Right.
Skinamax.
Skinamax.
So this is coming.
Blow time, sorry. What were you saying?
I don't know. This is
yeah.
coming. Like all the porn games so far have been really
Really bad.
really ghetto, because the thing is there's just not the money to make it.
You know what I think it needs to... You know what technology needs to happen
What's that?
for fucking gaming to work? Teledildonics. I'm serious. I'm absolutely serious. Like,
I agree
when
with you.
if you have a long distance relationship
Yeah.
of some sort,
Uh-huh.
or whatever, you're interested in hooking up.
Sure.
If you can somehow do something at your home which somehow has an effect
On somebody
sexually
else.
on someone else, that's when everything opens up. Did you like
That'd be huge.
That shit happened in San Francisco like a year ago. Did you hear about
What?
that? So Violet Blue, she's like a sex blogger.
Yeah.
Like they had a teledildonics machine where some guy was controlling an apparatus,
Uh-huh.
and over the internet it was controlling another apparatus
That was
a chair she
banging
was
her,
in
yeah.
that was banging her, and she had the first internet enabled.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
getting there.
So I remember back when we were in college, they had these things where like you could page something, a vibrator, and it'd like go off on your girlfriend, right? Like
No. There was a trans vibrator. You remember that? The Res trans vibrator?
Yes, yeah.
That
where
was-
you play the game and your girlfriend's just like, "This is the best game I've ever seen my whole life."
Yes, only in Japan.
But so like Japan has games that bore the living bejesus out of us, which is a dating sim
dating
where you
sims,
click
yeah.
through dialogues for probably 4 hours, and then there's like a tit.
Maybe. In an upskirt with nothing else.
Yeah, with like panties. So they take it this whole different direction that we're not interested in.
And not only that, like I just read recently that apparently web boyfriends for girls in Japan is huge now.
What?
Like millions of girls are
What does
now
that
going
even
to the-
mean?
It's the same thing. It's basically a dating sim where you have like anime boys and you just go through fucking dialogues and then you go on a date. That's
Japan is so weird. So basically, they've diverged. The sex shit is diverged. Like for us, they've got
Yeah.
they get
hentai.
the
They get-
Virtua Jenna Jameson. They've got
Yeah.
like those things where basically it's a DVD, right? Because
Yeah.
you're just like, what do you want her to do? Blow you? Yes. And you're just like, oh. It's like that's not a game.
It's
You're
like
just
4
watching.
frames
Yeah.
over and over again. It's just like,
So we're waiting for it's coming. It's definitely coming because there's no way to lose money at pornography. Pornography drives the expansion of bandwidth to our homes. It drives
true.
resolution on screens. Pornography
It drives
and-
DVD sales. It drives everything. So here's my question to you:
Yeah.
like, Leisure Suit Larry, where does that fall into the whole gamut of sex and games?
That's a good question. That was like
Right?
the first time I got a boner from a game. Was like Leisure Suit Larry.
What?
From a game.
For fucking those 4 pixels?
I totally did.
Really?
Did. Like when I was a little kid, it was like this guy was like boning this stripper. Like
I did. I'm
it
trying
was
to
like.
think I don't remember if I did or not. I was just like, hey, I was like,
I think it was just
giggling.
because it was so forbidden. I think that it
guess,
was
yeah,
like. I mean, I'm
that makes
not like
sense.
spanking it to the screen. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I would hope not, because I mean, like,
I'm
there's-
just saying I got excited at the fact that it was so forbidden and it was sexual. There's no sex in games. I was used to playing like ping pong and shit, right?
Yeah,
and this
you're
guy was
right.
just like, you got to buy a condom, get a girl drunk, and fuck
and you were
her.
like 13.
and I was like, fuck yes!
That's awesome.
So,
On your Tandy.
but since then, there's been nothing. Right? I can't point at games that have. I mean, the new Leisure Suit Larry games. I tried one of them. There's terrible.
Yeah,
It's
well, they're all
awful.
jokey. They're not
Yeah.
because that's the thing. I think they've gotten to a
It's
point
not
now.
gritty.
Well, yeah, because I think it's because of culture. Culture has now demonized video games so much that video game makers won't even get close to that.
They're
kind of
terrified.
stuff. So we have to look for other countries where sex isn't as big of a deal. Where like Europe and Japan.
That's true.
To actually braise the whatever, right?
Preferably Europe because they would make games that don't bore the living bejesus out of me. Like Europe, they might, but then in Europe, you're like, can I get the shaved version?
Yes, I would like less underarm hair.
But when you import it, take out the body hair.
Well, that's easy. That's just texture change.
That's
right?
oh, we got
That's
that. We got that. It's no problem.
So, Europeans, please make it happen.
yeah, shave. Oh, you mean the games?
Yes,
oh, yeah.
the game with the shaved option. That's awesome. Dude,
It's an option menu.
It's localization.
All right, we gotta change. Take the U's out and take out the armpit hair.
Yeah,
I think British girls shave. I think it's like the other European countries. I think that like it's Spain.
Bush, I think
France.
if you look at a heat map of Bush,
yeah, I want to see a Web 2.0 pubic hair distribution algorithm where it's just like you can zoom in.
it's like really hot in like Italy.
Yes,
I guess, and then like
France.
Yeah. Well, I don't know France. Yeah.
Yeah. Hairy armpits.
Okay. But then as you go north, I think it starts getting less.
Which is funny because they need the insulation. It's so cold up there.
That's
but
true.
I don't think we have time for any more voicemails. We're down to like
serious?
1 minute. Fuck,
Holy
we just
shit.
talked about nothing
All right,
for
we'll
like
push
5 minutes.
this up to the next one.
Yeah, so we'll have more voicemails next week.
Yes.
But for now, that is the end of our show, folks. Hope you enjoyed our pubic hair distribution algorithm discussion. Check out our website at noobtoob.com. Participate in our forums by clicking the forum tab at the top of the front page, please.
Yes, and if you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a subscription button right over there. Apparently, people say it's gold.
It's changed to yellow, yes.
Also, rate this video with 5 stars by rubbing Tobin's bush. That's all this episode. I'm Yuzo Watanabe.
And I'm Tobin Kozire. Audio engineering for Noobtoob is done by Range. I just can't quit you, Strunk. Tear. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. We're out.
Yeah.
We talked about porn for like 7 minutes.
I know.